So this is going to be a video for connecting an SW48HY Bombardier without the display screen to a computer to see all the values, calibration, anything you need. This is the connector that comes out of the back end port by the fuse buses. It is a DB9 connector. You're going to need a cable like this, and it goes to USB. You're going to need to download WebGPI. You can get this from DANFOSS. It's really hard to find on their webpage. You usually just email them, and then they give you a link. So what I'm going to do is, my machine is currently in the run position, and we're going to go to connect, which it probably won't connect. That's fine. So mine is operating on COM3, so we're just going to hit connect again. And so when you see this symbol, it means you're connected, and then you're gonna have to run application. Now normally when you hit this application button, you're gonna get an error. You're not gonna see this. It's gonna give you an error. It's gonna say that you need to have a file, blah 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 blah. So you're gonna get that file from currently what is Prinoth. You need to tell them the file name. For example, the file that I needed for this application was SW48HY, and you extract it into the folder where the software is, and you get access to the screen. This is basically all your inputs. So you have your steering sensor, brake, your throttle position sensor, and your speed pot. So you'll be your speed pot there, your brake, your TPS is in the back, and then of course your steering. The implement pot is for basically a wheel kit that really would never, I think they made like 5 of them, but I found that out later on. But it shows you that you're in work mode or you're in travel. It shows you that the forward neutral lever is which direction it's on. So you can see a lot. And if this machine was running, you would be able to see, like, this already tells you how many volts, what the computer is pulling in, what it's putting out. If you had an implement, what that was doing, your track drive speed. It's such, this is pretty handy. You really need to have this software. Highly recommend you have it, because like the calibration, you can see all the calibration values for what the current machine last ignition pull was. You can set it to factory defaults if you want. You can make your own settings and then send it to the machine. So if you have specific settings like a town and you don't want your guys going so fast in high gear, you can limit those speeds, you can limit the flow. You can do a lot with this thing. It also allows you to see the errors. I had a ton of errors on mine, and I was able to clear them, and I could see all the old errors from the old owner. So this is a pretty handy piece of software. Highly recommend you get it. But you know, like if I mess with my speed potentiometer and just dial it, it tells you the variance, it tells you what speed it's gonna go, you know, in milliseconds, which relates to the transmission. So it's pretty informative software. Highly recommend you grab it. So if you need any help with this, you can reach out. I'd be happy to help you. We run a Facebook group for sidewalk machines, Trackless, Bombardier, Camelplast, Prinoth, RPM Tech, the Chameleon. We have a group for those types of machines, so look us out. But if anybody needs this software, it's pretty readily available, and I highly recommend that you get it.